Hello, everyone. Happy Monday morning. I'm Bethany with Caterpillar, and I'm
Hello.
here with two friends,
Hi, everybody.
Keisha and
Hi.
Melody. Melody's back. Which way? This way. Melody's
Hey.
back.
Hi, everybody. I am back. I'm gonna cry. I'm here at home. I sorry I didn't make it last week.
Okay.
Bethany and I have been working and had so much fun getting ready for the event last week, and I had a thing come up. And I'm so grateful for Keisha to jump in and take over for me, and Bethany to fill in the other spots that I was supposed to do, and Nathan popped in. I think I
Nathan was there at the
and
end of
Nathan
every
was there.
day. Yeah.
I had a bit of an emergency and I was able to catch some of it, and it was so much fun last week. I wasn't able to catch everything that I want to. So I'm super excited that we have the Handmade Collective on our YouTube channel and I could go watch it at any time.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited that I can still do that because I caught some of it. I caught some of the binding, and I'm so excited because I suck at binding. So I'm really excited to try
Casey
all of
made
her
it look so
tips.
easy.
She made it look so easy and so cute. And I need to get that like pre-made bias binding stuff too, because if I don't have to make my own binding, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, bias binding is great, especially for those curves because it has a little bit of a stretch to it, how it's made.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you can get
So
pre-made
excited.
binding that isn't cut on the bias, so it doesn't have stretch. So you can do either.
Yeah.
I do like a pre-made binding. It feels like cheating, but it's also like just so nice to just get it.
It's listen, I'm all about cheating. After we had Amy Smart at our June Handmade Collective
Yeah.
showing us how to make quilts with charm packs and layer cakes
Mhm.
and mini charm packs and all those things. Almost that's all I do now
I was gonna say you
because
were on a rampage.
they
For
are
quilt
so
making.
easy and I love it so much. So, yeah. So we're here to kind of wrap up and
Yeah.
do a little bit of a recap. Bethany and Keisha got some sleep over the weekend.
A little
So,
bit.
we're happy for that. Well, Keisha and I went to brunch yesterday, so we didn't sleep the whole weekend, but
No.
I like
it
turned
was
my
fun.
phone off and I was like, I don't want to talk to people. My
Yeah.
brain needs to recalibrate. I think I did the math. I was live like 18 hours last week.
Oh my
I
gosh.
I
Yeah.
was just like a zombie.
Yeah, that's a
And we
lot.
were live like the week before. We're live this week, so I'm just like I'm ready to like sleep for
Nap.
a week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I think that's okay.
But you
But
Yep,
know,
for
we
sure.
today is
go
the
ahead,
first
Bethany.
day of fall, by the way, which
It
just
is.
brightened my spirits this morning when I realized that because fall is my favorite season. Even though I've been living in a fall vibe
Oh,
for a while and drinking all the pumpkin stuff. I even pulled up my pumpkin mug for today. Um, Today is the first day of fall officially.
See, and
And
for
I love
me,
it.
it means I can officially start decorating for Christmas, even though I've already started. Um, I had my son yesterday pull the rest of my stuff up out of the garage, and because when we put it away February, when we put it
Yeah.
away, there's been so much stuff put in the garage since. He had to climb up on a bunch of stuff to kind of get it down, and we almost fell and everything. But now it's all in the house, and so
Yeah.
now I can like. I mean,
Do
I'm in my.
this.
This is my. My husband calls it the magazine room because he's not allowed to eat in here. Um, my kids call it my
that's
martini
too
room.
nice. That's
Yeah,
way
he's
too
not allowed
nice.
to. It's a room that's kind of like a pass-through room in the house, and he goes
Yeah.
around it when he needs to go to the other part of the house. He won't even walk through here. So he comes in here by invitation only, and I get to decorate it and keep it how I like it. Right now there's piles of Christmas things everywhere in here because it's kind of my staging room. So
Now, is this where you're also gonna maybe set up your own home studio?
no, we're gonna do that. We're
The
gonna do
basement.
that in the room that my mother used to
Oh,
use.
I'm
Um,
excited about that. I'm excited to see that. I know you've been ordering like furniture and stuff for it.
yes,
So
yes.
make it
And
your
we
own and
moved.
bring life to it.
Yes, this weekend we moved the piano out of the way so that I can have a spot. We have this uh stand-up grand piano that was built in like 1903 or something
Mm.
that I learned to play the piano on as a kid, and so did all my siblings, and my parents have had it forever, and it's in the basement, and it is a heavy son of a gun.
Yeah.
And we had to move it out of the way so that I can have a nice good sized wall to be able to set up to film and stuff down there. And because I have to have it ready for our Riley Blake sew along next month. I've been
I
working on
know.
that to have that ready. And so no, it won't be this room. But it'll be hopefully cute. Hopefully it can get as cute
It'll
as
be cute.
Keisha's in your room. We'll see.
It'll be cute. It'll be cute.
might
It'll
have
be
to
your
come down
own
and help me.
personality. You got to put your own personality onto it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
So, yeah.
We'll
I
make it
think
cute.
you'll enjoy having a dedicated sewing space now that you're doing so much of it too.
Yeah.
That's always
'Cause
really nice.
It's in the dining room right now and it's kind of in the way.
As a lot of people's are.
Yeah.
So it's great that you're fortunate to be able to have a space that you can make your own. I just commandeered this house. Eventually I'm going to take over my son's room. I have 2 rooms so far, but I feel like once he's officially done with college and moves out and gets his own place, like that'll be my next room I take over.
I think that's fair. I think
that's a bigger closet.
I like that.
I mean,
I like
think
that.
that's totally fair.
Totally
Well, we wanted
to
make a little announcement as well, besides just chitty chatting and having so much fun. Cause I haven't seen these guys for a week. So I saw Keisha yesterday, and actually I saw Keisha a couple of times last week. Keisha and I live about 25 minutes apart here. In Salt Lake City. She lives a little north and I live a little south.
Over.
Bethany's far away.
Bethany lives a flight away. But we did want to announce a little something for everybody, and because we loved the Handmade Collective so much and had such great response to all the special curated bundles that we put together that y'all loved, we have decided to extend our bundle specials from the Handmade Collective. And so if you missed out, or if you got distracted like I did last week and didn't get around to it, life happens. You have some more time. So you are able to get in there. And so we wanted to kind of open this up for anyone that's here that has any questions about the bundles, about specific products, anything like that. We will be happy to answer those and show those. Keisha has all of the products sitting right there.
I do.
So we're happy to do all that. We also wanted to share with you guys our kind of favorite bundles that we've curated for the Handmade Collective event here this fall. So I think that's kind of our gist today. Yeah.
I'm super excited because, we did have such a great response to the event. Jana said, Melody, you missed out on an amazing event. She knows. She wished she could have been there. Trust me. Much more than but she did miss out on a lot of fun, and I know she's not the only one that didn't get to tune in live, and I know that relates to a lot of you, and you may be even watching this video back as a replay. And so I just want to let you know that the 3 days of live streamed Handmade Collective are going to live on our YouTube channel. You can go back and rewatch those whenever you get a chance, or in little small chunks. But I will say, as Melody said, we did extend the bundles. So these bundles that she's talking about, there were 8 bundles that we exclusively curated just for this event. We switch it up every time we do these events. So there's different bundles and different products joined together for these events. And so once the event's over, these bundles do go away. We still have our other bundles, and you can still purchase a la carte, meaning you can purchase individual items. The bundles aren't the only thing on sale. But when we bundle things together, and then we're able to offer a little bit of a deeper discount, but we did even deeper than normal on these, and you can use your coupon code on top of that. So if you're watching live or you're watching the replay and you didn't register for the event, then you can use the code handmade10 to get an extra 10% off these exclusive bundles or any of our Caterpillar products on our website, Caterpillar products. So Handmade 10. Eric, can you pop that up on the screen for us? And then if you registered for the VIP experience of the event, then you would have received a 15% off coupon in your email. So be sure you're using that. And if you just chose to do the elite experience of our Handmade Collective event, then you have a 20% off coupon in your email. And so you can use your coupon code that you signed up for, or if you didn't sign up for the event last week, you can use the code handmade10 and get an extra discount on these already discounted bundles. And so if you have any questions about the products, any questions about the bundles, this is the perfect, you have 3 people who know these products inside and out that can answer your questions. But like Melody said, we each have a favorite out of the bundles, and we're just going to pick it. And then Keisha's going to showcase the products and be our Vanna White today. And we're not going to do a deep dive on all the ins and outs, but just a quick highlight. We shared a deep dive on all of these bundles throughout the Handmade Collective. So you can go back and rewatch those, because I know not everybody got to watch live. Right. Not everybody got to do everything. And honestly, even if you did watch live, I would encourage you to go back and rewatch some of it, because you probably missed something. Like, there was so much information between all 9 teachers, all the different demos we had. We even had Yazzie bags, we had laser cut quilt kits, we were talking about Riley Blake kits. Like, we shared so much information in those 3 days that I even am like overstimulated, and I'm sitting here doing it all. So I get it. Go back, rewatch some of it, go through the highlights of the days. They're there on our YouTube, but right now is a great time to ask us all of your questions. So if you have any, please let us know. But let's start. Melody, you didn't get to hang out, so I'll let you pick the bundle that was your favorite, because you're the one that curated these bundles. So which of these was your favorite?
I did sort of put them together. It's funny because, like, when we were talking a little bit ago about, like, let's talk about our faves, I was like, I can't.
Hard to pick a favorite.
It is. It's like trying to choose your favorite child. Yeah. Although we all know everybody has favorites.
I feel like that's easier. I also only have one kid.
Easier for you.
Yeah, much easier for you, Bethany.
Because that's the thing. It's like your kids they all take turns being your favorite. I think this is what I think. I don't think that you can say you don't have favorites. I think you have different favorites at different times. They kind of rotate through for different reasons. And that's kind of what I love about the bundles also, because they're all there for different reasons. Like, you can use them all for different, like, whatever projects you're doing. The all-in bundle that we talked about is phenomenal, because it's just got a little bit of everything that you need. But I do have to say, and I hope I don't take the thunder away from either of you guys, but I'm going to say that my favorite bundle that I did, that I put together, honestly, and it's going to sound weird, Keisha might be surprised about this, but it's the classic bundle that has the tote bag, the glass mat, and our brand new classic light board. Now, Keisha, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, would have expected me to have said that the premium bundle would have been more of a favorite of mine than the classic.
I did.
Because I use the premium all the time, because I use it all around the house, or when I travel, and all of those reasons are fantastic for it. But the thing that I love about the classic bundle, and the only real difference between that one and the premium bundle, is that it has to be plugged in all the time. So the premium light board and the classic light board work the exact same, except that premium one has that internal rechargeable battery, which is so great. So you can take it anywhere. You can sit in front of the TV, all of that. And I love that. But I got to spend a little bit of time yesterday afternoon and evening sewing. After my crazy week, I was able to sew. And when I sew, I have because I'm sewing, it's plugged in, right? Like I have power right there. So I have my sewing machine that I'm working on. I have my classic with my cutting mat to the right. I have my tempered glass right there where I can move it onto the light if I need to. And I'm making a little Halloweeny thing. And so I was making some pumpkins. And so I was doing you sew the square into the corner of the block and you trim it off. Yep. And I could trim it off on there. I could iron it on there, and I could do it all right there. And it was all right in the same exact space. And it was plugged in. And so you can't really tell the difference between the lights, between the premium and the classic when you're using it, as far as brightness goes. But like, I was plugged in anyway. So having that classic right there, and my premium was in the tote bag ready to travel somewhere else. So it wasn't right there. And I only had so much time. So I hurried into the space, and the classic is always sitting there by my sewing machine now. So that's my favorite, because I can leave it out. I can leave it there. I can leave it plugged in. I can leave it all there ready to go. And I do love all of them. It's hard to choose. Like I said, it was hard to choose, but because yesterday I was able to like run into the space and sit down and sew, it was already there. It was already plugged in. I didn't have to go find stuff because I don't have the dedicated space yet. And it was really great to be able to just start working on stuff. So that's my favorite, guys. And it is on sale. And then you can use your Handmade 10 coupon code to get an additional 10% off, or the other codes like Bethany talked about. If you signed up for the VIP, Keisha's got it sitting right there lit up. All of that stuff can fit into that tote bag if you do need to store it. But it's just, I loved it. I love to be able to just go in and it was plugged in and ready to roll. So that's my favorite.
That was
Yeah, and
yours.
let's keep in mind that the cord is actually 6 feet long and the end of it is a USB. So if somebody wanted to be portable, having the classic version, you could plug it into a laptop, sometimes your sewing machine, or like a little portable charger. So you can be
Mhm.
portable if you want to be.
Or in the car.
Or in the car.
Or in the
Which I know all of us have used our light boards by plugging it into the USB port on a plane.
Oh, yes.
we have.
We've
Yes.
all
made-
taken them on the go.
Yeah, and made the people very angry that it's so bright.
I did it on a 16-hour flight from LA to Sydney.
Wow.
And it was an overnight flight, and everybody either you're one of those people that can sleep on a plane or you're not, and I'm
Yeah.
not. And so I had my diamond art and I had my light board, and I just sat there, and honestly I didn't have to put it on very bright to be able to see, and I believe
Right.
it was keeping the light more to me than that overhead light that they have on the plane above you. So I feel like it didn't disturb my neighbors too much. I didn't have anybody in the middle seat, so I think it was fine. I made sure my neighbor on the aisle was okay with it, though.
Yeah, no, that's Keisha and I did that on a plane. It was an evening flight coming home from a show, and we had
so pretty late.
We're using the mini. No, we're using the basic, I think, and
The original basic. Yeah.
We put it on the lowest possible light setting.
Yeah.
And the people that were sitting behind us were like shoving their coats and backpacks,
pillows and stuff, so they couldn't see the light. It was so funny
because it was bright. It was
really bright at nighttime for sure.
But we got our project finished, and it
We
wasn't
did.
middle of the night. So anyway,
No.
it was good. It was fun.
Well, okay. So Keisha, what would you say out of this bundle is probably one of the features that you love the most out of these 3 products that come with this bundle?
Well, as you all saw the other day when I was using my glass mat, I mean, I think the glass mat is one of my very, very favorite products of all the products that Caterpillar has. And it's really nice because it will actually work on 3 of our light boards. So it'll work on the big one, our classic, and our premium. It won't necessarily work on the little mini one, but that's okay. But I just love this for a few features. I love to make messes, but I don't want the mess to get out of control. I want to have a controlled mess. So I love that I can make this messy, go clean it off, and it will also take the heat of an iron. So if I am pressing my seams or I'm working on applique, I can do all my pressing right here on the glass mat on top of the light board. So that's probably my favorite piece of this whole bundle.
I couldn't agree more. I truly feel like our glass mat is like the unsung hero of our collection of products.
For sure.
And it's not the product that people start with. They start with a light board, or they start with a flex light, sewing machine light, or they start with a flip and fold. Those are one of like the 3 products that I think introduces them to our Caterpillar family of products, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melody, but then they start branching out, and then they're like, wait, there's a glass pressing mat that I can press really Christine's, or I can use over my light. Like, so not only are we taking a light board that you used to only be able to draw over, we've added a clear translucent cutting mat so you can cut right on top of it, but now you can press right on top of it. Like, I just love that. And that's if you don't have the glass pressing mat and you want to add anything to your cart today to take advantage of the discounts that we have and the discount codes from the Handmade Collective, this is like the first thing you should add to your cart. In my honest opinion, I use it all the time.
I do too. For sure. I second that.
You know what? If I agree with Pam, if the Caterpillar Glow is not on your must-have list, add it. Cause guys, like it's the funniest thing. Like it changes your whole life. Like it's not even just about your sewing. It's not just about your crafting. It's seriously your whole life. I talk about this everywhere I go, and it's so true. We build Legos with our grandson on our light boards here at my house because you can see the difference in the pieces on top of that light. Where if you're sitting on the carpet or you're even on like my dining room table, which is like brown, and you're trying to like do the things with that, like you can't see the pieces. My husband uses it for everything. He uses it for his sketching and his painting and his building of his Legos. We use it just for everything. I will sometimes, like lately, as I'm sneaking around the house in the middle of the night trying to find medications, I just like, honestly, guys, carried the little mini around with me last night to just on low because I needed to get medication for my husband, and I wouldn't want to wake him up, and I want him to sleep, and it was just right there. So I grabbed it, and I just like carried, like my cell phone was somewhere else, and so I just carried it around. You know what I mean? Like it was a flashlight. Yeah,
like a big giant flashlight.
It was this little like flashlight board, but it was perfect. I was able to see everything I needed, and the light wasn't super harsh because I had it on low, and it's these are the best things, guys. They're just the best things. So put it on your list if you haven't gotten one already, for sure.
Keisha, which one out of these bundles was your favorite that we curated for this event out of the 8 bundles we made just for the Handmade Collective?
So I think that my favorite is probably our new Premium 2 bundle. So basically it's the same as this classic bundle, but the difference is the Premium number 2 has a rechargeable battery. So I absolutely love being able to unplug this and take it with me wherever I go. I like to sit in bed, do my diamond art, and I don't ever have to worry about being plugged in. So it's almost the same kind of bundle. Comes with the Premium number 2 light board with this amazing cutting mat that's got dual grip on the top and the bottom, so it's not going to slip around. It's going to kind of hold your fabric in place. And then also the glass mat comes with this package. So again, my very favorite piece I can use right on top of the Premium light board. And as you see, I'm not plugged in. That's like one of the best features I absolutely love about this package. And because it is rechargeable, we do give you the tote as well in the bundle. And then I can take it with me to my friend's house or to a class or a retreat, or just keep the bag in my craft room and keep everything all together in one nice spot.
Yeah, and so that bag is so very well padded. So it like keeps the glass safe, it keeps the light board safe, and there's room for extra stuff in there too. Like you could put your flip and fold cutting mat in there. You could put your project pieces and pattern pieces in that front pocket.
All your rulers, your rotary blades, everything.
Traveling with rulers is hard. It always makes me nervous. Putting it in the padded part of these totes definitely gives me a little more security that my ruler is going to make it to my sewing club or my class or my retreat without breaking, because we all have a favorite ruler we reach for. And every time I put it in the car, I'm like, oh, please make it, you know, and I always set it on top and hope nothing falls over on it because I've packed my car with so much stuff. But this is another great bundle. And I love that you guys picked very similar bundles.
We're a little similar.
All right. For those of you out there who may not know, Keisha and I, for those of you that have come and seen us at shows, we really appreciate it. She and I travel the country together to do shows, but she and
hopefully
I are related.
The world.
So hopefully the world someday for that. She and I are related. Keisha's my niece, but we're not that far apart in age. I have my mother had 2 separate families. Basically, I have 5 older brothers and then myself and my sisters. And so her father is my second oldest brother. And so he was like, shoot, how old was he when I was born? Like 20 when I was born? Not quite. No, he was like 17 when I was born or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're not that far apart in age. We're like 6 years apart in age. So I'm not that much older than her. But so we get to work together. We get to brunch together. We get to be best friends together. And we're so lucky that we get to work together, and it's amazing. And so it is not very surprising. It is not very surprising that we picked almost the exact same thing. Because we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it.
When we came on this morning, I said, hey, I'm going to have you guys each pick your favorite bundle, and you guys are doing it on the spot. So that's how it goes. Okay. For me, it's really hard.
I have a thought in my brain what yours might be, and I'm wondering if I'm going to be right. You have to say no, because then you'll just not pick it.
I won't be right. I want you to guess.
I feel like it's going to have a flex light in it. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's going to be a flex light.
Lamp light in it. Yes. I feel like it's either that lighted up special bundle with all the lights, because I know you love all those, or it's going to be the flip and fold, one of the flip and folds with the clamp light. That's what I think your favorites are.
Okay, let's see if she shocks us.
Can I have a yes and?
Yes, you can. And
sure,
I think that's fine. Yes.
I was torn between. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was going to say yes to one of these and add another one that neither one of you mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, man, I don't know.
I know it's hard because they're all so good.
They're all really good
but
packages.
here's why it's hard for me is because I reach for these products all the time. And I truly mean that. I sewed all day yesterday. I reached for these products. I sewed on Saturday. I reached for these products. I sew all the time. When I go sew on the go, I take these products. So the people that come to my sewing club here in Nashville every month, they get to use these products every month because I bring them. So I will always stand by the flip and fold cutting mat. Always. So what we did, and we've never done this before, the precision cutting bundles, there's two of them because one is the flip and fold 36 and one is the flip and fold 48, but then it has the same accessories with it with all the clamps. And if you don't have any of our clamps, you absolutely need these clamps. But I think for me, the lighted up bundle is probably my favorite because I am so obsessed with our Flex Light and I'm so obsessed with the accessory kit that we put together. But my bonus bundle was actually going to be this mini bonus bundle that we kicked off Wednesday with last week, because we've never done a bundle like this where you get all these magnets and magnetic plates and the clamps. And this bundle, if you're getting a light board or even a flip and fold cutting mat, you should just go ahead and add the mini bonus bundle to your cart, because you can use this mini bonus bundle with any of our light boards. You can use it with the flip and fold cutting mats. It's the best deal we've ever done on these magnets. We've never put this many magnets into a bundle before. Isn't that right, Melody?
We really haven't, because not like in a bundle, like it's little, it's the best add-on bundle. Like you said, like it's so great. We haven't ever really bundled those together like that. We've had bundles where there's like magnets and plates together, but like we haven't ever really done that. And I love, like, those are self-adhesive magnetic plates. If you happen to have one of our original light boards or our ultra light board right now, they don't have magnetic plates built into them. So the initial thought of those magnetic plates was to turn all of them into magnetic, right? To make our original classic, our original premium, our glow ultra magnetic, the way our new light boards are. But the thing that's so great about them, they are self-adhesive, so you can permanently stick them, but they work if you don't stick them.
Yeah, I don't stick them.
So like Keisha's showing you right now, on that flip and fold, she's not sticking it down. She's just setting it on the back and she's making the flip.
These are so strong.
These are so strong.
You see it jump out of her hand? And
yes, like it takes its own.
So strong. So now you can hold your stuff on anything, like anything, on the light boards, on the flip and folds. If you're working, I mean, I don't think it'll go through a table, but I wonder if it'd go through a table.
Well, I can try. I got a pretty thick table here.
Your table's pretty thick. I don't want to. I just was thinking of that.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
it's not working.
No. That's fair. But like, you can turn for just this. What is the price of this little bundle? I can't remember. For this little bundle, you can make all of your cutting mats
$74.99. Plus, you can use a discount code on top of that. So, I mean,
and those magnets are 2 for $20, $25 on their own. So like
the little green ones,
yeah, you can make anything magnetic. Like you can make your light boards magnetic. You can make your cutting mats, any cutting mats. The swivel, you can make magnetic with those. If you have the swivel.
It will work through the glass.
It will work through the glass.
As well.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people use that too. So
it's amazing. And so I have never stuck mine down to anything because I keep using them for all different things. So I love that little bundle.
You don't just get 6 of those magnetic plates in this bundle. You actually get 12. So you'll have plenty to spread across a light board and then have extras for a flip and fold or the glass mat or whatever you want to use. You get the 2 mini clamps and you get our little green thumb magnets that are so
strongest magnets ever.
They normally come in a set of 2, but you're going to get 4. So this is a great little mini add-on bonus, but the lighted up bundle is honestly probably the one that people love because our Flex Light is one of our most popular products because it just takes light anywhere you need it to go. But then we created this accessory kit earlier this year that came out just a few months ago, and it has elevated our Flex Light into areas that we never thought it would go. And Keisha's got it sitting right here, but can I just real quick show you how I use this Flex Light this weekend?
Please.
Yes, I used it yesterday. So I was making a new pair of quilted sneakers, okay? And I was trying to get one of the hardest part, you have to hand sew the fabric that you make to the rubber sole, and there's like this big needle, and when you sew on the sides first and then you sew on the toe. And when you're trying to sew in the toe and you're looking in here and you're trying to see from the inside to go out through these tiny little holes and get it in the right spot, I couldn't see where that needle needed to go and my hand's all in the way. I literally took this flex light, I turned it on and I shoved it in the shoe. So I literally had it propped up in there and I could see down in there exactly where I needed to put the needle. It helped me so much because when you start closing this in, it's really hard to sew in and out all the way around here with this thick wax thread and this heavy duty needle. Anyways, it came in clutch for this project yesterday. I don't know if I would have gotten through it without it. So I'm telling you, it's something that I reach for, and I always have one within arm's reach, but I'm going to let Melody show you it a little more up close and all the accessories real quick.
You mean Keisha? Hi.
You mean Keisha?
Sorry, Keisha. Sorry,
okay.
My coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
We're not used to all of us being here at the same time.
Yeah,
we're not.
And we're one and the same, so it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
We kind of are.
Okay, so like Bethany showed you, this is our little flex light. It comes with a little cradle, and in this bundle, you're actually going to get a total of 3 of these little cradles. So you can use this cradle like on your sewing machine. I've got it on the back of my sewing machine so that when I slide it in there, now I've just got a little more light down here right by my needle. So I can see when I'm threading. Am I in the view? Like right there.
Scoot to your right just a little bit. Scoot over to your right just a smidge. There you go. Yep.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, so then I've got the light right here where I'm going to need the most light when I'm threading my needle or I'm actually sewing. And there's no cord in the way because this is rechargeable. So I don't have to have the cord hanging down when I'm using it on my machine. So because we made this cute little light, we decided to make all these other accessories to go with it. This is our little accessory pack. Trying to see, is that in the view?
Yep.
Ladies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So first of all, you get this nice charging base. So you can just keep this piece plugged in. So you don't have to actually plug this in all by itself. And while it's sitting here in its charged base right here, you can use it, turn it on, and then you can use it just right here. If you're doing any of your handwork or you're trying to read something, like if you got, I don't know, Lego instructions like Melody needs, she's able to read the instructions so much better because she can actually see them.
Yeah, because the papers on the Lego instructions nowadays are dark. Like
they are dark, and if there is any writing, it's really small,
really small,
really tiny. So then you've got the base that holds all these cute little cradles. So the first cradle I'm going to show you is this one. So there's a clip on it. This is handy for, I mean, so many different things. You can slide your light into the cradle, and now you can just attach it to a book, to your embroidery hoop, put it on your nightstand or your bed frame so you're reading at night. It's just got so much versatility where you can hook it. And it's very soft right here. It's a little adjustable, so it's going to work on any size. Let's see, I've got a book right here I can show you. So I can just slide it right there. And then I've got a little bit of light when I'm using it.
Keisha, Jana wants to know, do you keep your accessories stored neatly on their holder, or are they all over your house too? I guess Jana has them over.
That seems like it could be a problem. I love, that's one feature about this accessory pack that I like, is there actually is a spot for everything. And Melody will tell you, I like things put where they go. They just, that's where they live.
Everything has a place, and that's where it lives. Yes.
And I just realized that I can put this little piece, just slide it right on here. That's what I learned over the weekend. I was like, cool, then everything can just stay right here together. I love that. Yeah. So here's our other cradle. This one has magnets on the back of it. And so as you see, we give you this little piece right here that is magnetic. So this can also be another base that you can use for your flex light. You can slide that in there and use it anywhere you really want to. But what we give you is this nice little lanyard. So this lanyard, I always have to move my hair out of the way. This lanyard will actually hook to your cradle. So you can now have your light in your lap when you're doing like your needlepoint or any of your hand embroidery, anything that you need a little light right here, you're able to do that. And because it kind of moves around a little bit, we created this piece right here. This piece, again, we used it just for like a stationery on your table, but now you can actually slide this in your shirt and keep it stationary. So it's not going to move around. As you can see, you can adjust the length on it. Then you've got it all right here. You have your light right where you need it. The last piece that goes on the end of this little base is a little magnifying glass. So this is just going to enhance your vision that much more. So now I can really see. And it's what? 10 times magnification, and then the little ones even more. I'm not sure the numbers.
5 and 10.
It's
5 and 10. Yeah. So this accessory pack is a great option. Especially in this little kit, you get all of it. You get like 2 flex lights, you get a bunch of cradles, and the entire flex accessory kit.
Yes. And you can attach that little disc. If you guys can see that little extra thing that's hanging on top of the lanyard that she's wearing, you can attach that to the end of that as well. So you can keep it all together so it doesn't like if you run into something and it bumps and it flops around or whatever, you can attach that there also. You don't have to, but you can. Bethany never uses the lanyard.
I'm wearing my flex light right now, and I don't have the lanyard on. I just have the disc under my shirt, and I have it stuck to it. So now it's off to the side. I still have all the light that I need. I can point this down more. But it's not in my line of view or right in my, like where I'm working. And so I could be crocheting. I could be reading a book. I could be, I don't even feel it there. Honestly, my little microphone here is putting more weight on my shirt, pulling down than the clamp light. Now, if you have a pacemaker, please don't put the magnet close to your pacemaker. I always like to preface that, but if you don't, you can wear it like this. You could put it somewhere else. You could do this with if you had an apron on, you could clamp it to an apron like this. So you don't necessarily have to use the lanyard, but you can. And it's just another option. I also like to point out, Keisha had her light going in down like this. Right. Down this way. I like to put mine in like this. Everybody can do it differently. And and I think there's a different time and a place based on where you're using it. So you can put the light into the cradles going different directions as well. Melody, you missed it last week. Let me do this. Hold on one second. Hold on. I had on my witch's hat, and I had this turned up, and I was like, let's tell spooky stories.
I love that.
She's like all glowing.
I love that. Right, guys, I was able to take that flex light to see the Backstreet Boys in Vegas at the Sphere and use that so that my phone battery wouldn't die when I was, doing the thing. So like it is multi-use lights.
For sure.
Yes.
I love it. And that's why I wanted to choose it as one of my personal faves, because I do use it and reach for it all the time. I think I have 4 flex lights floating around my house with different machines, different projects. I have a whole little like toolkit of like stuff I always reach for in this cup, and there's always a flex light in here. That was the one I was just using. So if I ever need one and I'm at a place where I can just reach and grab it. So this kit that we were just talking about includes 2 flex lights. So you get 2 plus 2 the accessories, plus the clamp light, plus extra
cradles.
I mean, you're set up to be able to go anywhere and everywhere. And then Jana was asking about like the accessories and keeping them tidy. I love that we have a holder, a base, and that base acts as a charging base for a flex light. And so I plug that in. That's now my charging base for all of my flex lights. Even though I have power cords for all of them, I just use that and I just rotate them. So as soon as one dies, I know there's one charged on the base. I go grab it and I swap it out. So I always have a charged flex light.
Well, guys, our eyes are getting tired. Like, I don't like to say they're getting older, even though that's the actual truth. They're getting tired. Like extra light. It's amazing how different things are when you just have that little bit of extra light, how much better you can get, more accurate. You can see better. Deborah,
I agree.
Deborah's so right.
All the extra light. Yep.
I love this comment right here from Lisa. She said, I'm actually using the light right now as I'm listening to you while on my long arm, even though she has a light bar above her long arm. our light bar over the needle, the flex light makes it so much brighter to see the needle area. Yeah, that's where you can eliminate those shadows that other lights can cause. And so to be able to take that little light into those small areas that you need for those moments, absolutely worth it.
And that's the best thing about the flex light. You can point it where you need the extra light. Like you can get it right. Mine is always pointed at the needle, like Keisha showed with her sewing machine. Mine points at my needle so I can thread my needle, and then I can get it out of the way because the light on my machine is fine otherwise. But I can never thread the needle without that flex light now.
I know. You get used to it. Beth said she ordered her light up bundle yesterday. Always need brighter light. So congrats, Beth. You'll get that soon. Now we all shared our favorite bundles, and I know it was hard to pick, but we did not talk yet about our sew-alongs. Melody mentioned it briefly when she was talking about setting up her new sewing space in her house. So we'll get to see that final setup when we do our October sew-along. Melody, by the way, I don't know if you've checked the numbers. I just looked. We don't have a lot of these left.
We don't have very many left. Yeah.
We don't have a lot of these left. Everybody grabbed them during the event, which I'm so excited about. But we do have just a few. So if you want to do the sew-alongs with me, Melody, and Corey Pearson from Linda's, who you probably remember from our June Handmade Collective. He also did an unboxing with us the Friday before the Handmade Collective. And if you didn't meet Corey before, by the way, Melody, I don't know if you got to watch that, but because I know you were traveling when we did that live unboxing, but he unboxed it for the first time with me.
Yeah.
And you know, Corey, he's never at a loss for words. But he was speechless. The fabrics in this are stunning. I already started sewing mine up. Melody, I don't think you've seen this. These are just the center of some of the blocks.
So cute.
See how pretty those are? And so we only have a few of these left. Pretty. This is a table runner. Eric's going to drop a link to the 2 kits that we have. This was a little Christmas table runner. This is a smaller table runner than our summer sew-along. And then we are going to, and by the way, this starts October 22nd for this sew-along, the 22nd, the 24th, and the 29th. And then we'll have that whole table runner done to decorate for the holidays before November 1st, which is amazing. Then, because Melody's like, I got to decorate now for Christmas. And then
I am decorating now for Christmas.
We have a bigger kit. This is our first time doing a bigger project. This is going to be a 4-part series, whereas the other one's a 3-part series, because this one also involves applique. And this is going to make a quilt that's 58 by 58. It's called Tannenbaum Patch. By the way, both of these are from Riley Blake. So they have the beautiful Riley Blake fabrics. These are brand new kits that just came out this year. Once they're gone, they're gone. We can't order more. They are sold out. And what you're getting from us by purchasing these kits is more than you would anywhere else, and that's our live sew-along. So a 3-part series here, a 4-part series here. You can always catch the replay to sew along later. And you're going to have myself, Melody, and Corey walking you through the steps on how to make both of these. So you can have this one done by the end of October, this one done I think before Thanksgiving. We're going to have this one done, and you'll be able to, Thanksgiving comes around and you're going to be able to pull these 2 out after Thanksgiving when you start decorating for Christmas, or like Melody before then. And you'll have beautiful projects already done for the holidays. Like you'll be so ahead of the game. So I'm really excited.
You should sew along with us too.
Keisha, you should.
Maybe. I was thinking about it. It looks so much fun. Maybe I will.
Fun. These are going to be a lot of fun. I've already started sewing up one of these for my practice run. I still need to dive into this one, but I wanted to tackle this one first. But this one is sewing up beautifully and so easy. I know this one will as well. I'm telling you, the instructions are great, but having someone walk you through the steps, give you all of the sewing tips of how to prep your fabric, how to properly cut your fabric, especially when we get to the applique part. We'll walk you through those steps, and our Caterpillar light boards are going to come in so helpful with that step. And then Corey, obviously, if you don't know Corey, he is with Linda's, but he is a long arm expert and a quilting expert. And he's going to show us different ways that we can quilt both of these projects and finish them off beautifully, even if we don't have a long arm, just with like a domestic machine, or some simple quilting, beginner friendly techniques, but maybe some new things to try that you haven't tried before. So I'm really excited to learn that from him. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Norma says she's already got both of her kits, which I love. Norma, amazing. Awesome. So like I said, there's just a couple left of these.
Yeah, you, Bethany, spoiled me because the first quilt I ever made was the sew along that we did over the summer.
Yes.
I have it right. It's right here, actually. And then the other stuff that I've been working on.
Look, we did this together. This was her first.
This was my very first. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Where's Bethany? Why isn't she here to tell me what to do next? When I did these other ones.
Watch my video again and I'll tell you.
No, I know I did, but like step by step is the thing. Like I'm like, because I made this one after and I did it wrong because it doesn't work. Like there should be another row of something in the middle. And so it's not even and it makes me crazy. But I need Bethany just here to step by step me every time I quilt something.
I'm always here. And Melody has a question. Can you do the applique on an embroidery machine? So there's a file. For this one, we don't have a file to do the applique on an embroidery machine. I know what you're talking about. I also love doing applique in the hoop, which is really fun. But we're actually going to do this more of a scrappy style. This is meant to be more of a scrappy quilt. So Corey and I are going to show you different ways to do this applique and finish it off different ways to get different looks, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Melody, I mentioned this the other day, but I think I'm going to source out some cute little star buttons to sew onto the top of each of the trees to add a little element of like dimension. You know, this is going to be one of those quilts that probably hangs on my wall. I have those like big quilt clamps, so it'll probably hang on my wall or over the back of my couch. It's not going to be one that like people snuggle with because it's for decoration. It's
right. Listen, so I haven't allowed anybody to snuggle with any of the ones I've made. That's not allowed. No. So
anyways, these are our two kits, our last two sew-alongs of this year. Go grab them. Once they're gone, they're gone. And like I said, I just looked online. There's only a couple left. I'm going to share my screen real quick. So if you go to Caterpillar.com, and I know Eric put a link to it, but for those who are watching the replay, if you go to shop now, here's all of the different categories. The Handmade collective bundles, these are here until Sunday. So the sales end on Sunday for the Handmade collective. The bundles will go away. The discounts will go away. We've extended them for another week for those who wanted to, didn't get to watch live. We have all of our other little bundles on here too, but here's where the Riley Blake kits are. So you can click here and you'll see the two Christmas ones on this landing page here. If you want to find the one from the summer, we only have, I think, maybe a handful of these left as well.
Yeah.
If you want to go grab those, and you can just search in the search bar for Riley Blake and it'll pull up and add that one to cart. But these are the two upcoming ones, the Table Runner and this scrappy applique Christmas tree quilt. And all of these Christmas trees are cut from some beautiful fabric in this kit. There's even a full layer cake in this kit that's like 42 10-inch squares plus all the other fabric. It's a lot. It's a lot of fabric that you get.
Yeah.
So go check out those two kits. I'm so excited. By the way, for both of these, you get everything you need to make the entire quilt top and the binding. You do provide your own backing fabric and your own batting to go in between. But all the fabric for everything that you see from the front, including the binding. I always like to highlight that because not all kits include binding fabric. And if you think it does, always ask to make sure these do. Just like the one from the summer also included fabric for the binding. And I love that Riley Blake does that.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of buying a kit, is to be able to make the whole thing. Who cares what's on the back? That can be scrappy fabric. That can be an old bed sheet. That could be whatever you want. Nobody's going to see the back of your table runner when it's sitting on your table, right? Nobody's going to see the back of this when it's hanging on my wall. So anyways, I just wanted to highlight
about the kit. Like, I hate to try to find and match things myself. Like, that's the thing that I don't like have to do. And this way you don't have to. Like, it's so great.
Yeah. So we've got all the fabric you need, the patterns you need, the instructions you need, and then you're going to get 2 full in-depth sew-alongs. If you are wondering how in-depth these sew-alongs are, just go back to our YouTube channel. There's a playlist for sew-alongs, and you'll see the 3-part series we did for the summer sew-along. And we walk through everything.
Yep. We did every single thing.
I shared all my tips and tricks. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that here for this one. We're going to do it here for this one. And then you not just are learning from me, but also from Melody and Corey as well. So just wanted to make sure you guys knew that there was still a couple of these left. If you were on the fence, all orders over $98 always ship for free. So go check that out. Add those to cart. I think one of our followers, our viewers, bought 2 of these. One for her and one for her sewing friend, so they could do it together. I was like, this is the kind of gift I want.
Yeah,
absolutely. Give me this over a gift card any day.
Norma had a question about providing backing fabric, and just so we have thought of that. Because everyone picks a different one, it'd be hard to stock the right amount of stuff. And the way our warehousing works, we don't have a way we can like have bolts of fabric and cut specific ones for everybody, like those kinds of things. We are just not equipped for that at this point. So yes, but we're just not quite able to do that. We have talked about it. We've thought about it. And if there's a way we can figure it out, of course we would. Maybe in the future. We're just not set for that at this point. But
and we got these at the very last minute. I know Melody like called up her rep at Riley Blake and was like, please tell me, because I picked these out and I was like, I want to do these 2. Like these 2 are awesome.
We were supposed to pick one and we just couldn't. So
no. So here we are with 2.
Here we are with 2.
And we got the very last few that they had, so they're gone. But these fabric lines, I know you might be able to find in your local quilt shop or on local quilt shops that sell online. So if you wanted a matching fabric for the backing, you could probably find it. These kits will say on here which designer, like this one is designed by Beverly McCullough, this fabric line. This one is fabric designed by Jay Wecker Frisch, I think is what that says. It's in cursive. Very, And I can read cursive, but this was it's a different name too. Anyways, so you can.
Luckily, they're Christmas. They're like kind of traditional Christmas. So really, like you could put any sort of traditional Christmas. And I love Janet. You're probably right. Everyone's got piles of fabric at home to make backings for sure.
I will grab anything that kind of blends in, and I will a lot of times do some sort of like tone on tone or something like that just kind of blends in. So like a cream based tone on tone or a white based tone on tone, something for like that on the back is something I'll usually do. A lot of people, if they're making something that they want to like snuggle up with, like a bigger quilt, they'll use a flannel on the back. So I mean, there's so many options.
And for Christmas quilts, I think that's a great thing to do. Make it nice and cozy.
Fun with it. You can't go wrong. And like Melody said, it's traditional Christmas colors. So you could even probably hop into one of your local stores and just find something that maybe even isn't Riley Blake to pair with the backside. Again, it's your quilt. You get to do whatever you want with it, but you will have everything for the entire front and the binding, which I think is really important to note. So, all right. So that's what we wanted to share with you guys today. Deals go through till Sunday. The bundles for the Handmade Collective are available through Sunday. Our sew along starts just next month. So order your kit now so you can get it in time to start the sew along with us. It's going to be
our first sew along is the table runner.
Yeah.
And then our November sew along is the quilt. So yes.
Yep. So order now, get it in time. Any other questions? Anything else that Keisha and Melody want to share with our group today before we hop off? Ooh, I know something.
Oh,
we're going to be back tomorrow with another live because we are not sick and tired of doing lives yet. We're going to be back tomorrow with another live, and it's going to be with laser cut quilt kits. We have all new kits from them on our website right now. Same way that I found the Riley Blake kits, you can find laser cut kits. They're going to be joining us. The team from Laser Cut is going to be joining us just like we are here today, and get to do a little more in-depth show and tell of their kits. We talked all about them on Thursday last week. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch that as well. But tomorrow is a great time. Tomorrow afternoon, I think it's at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I always get confused because I'm not Mountain Time.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Mountain Time. Yes. We're going to be hanging out with them here on a live right here on YouTube and Facebook, diving into their new kits, talking all about them and why their kits and our products are just like a match made in heaven. So
yes. Yeah. And having them do a deep dive is so great. It's so fun.
Oh, thank you, Megan, for that sweet compliment. Thank you.
I again, thank you. I want to say thank you to both of you as well for jumping in and covering for me last week when I wasn't able to make it at the last minute. Bethany did such a great job organizing it, the whole event, that when I stepped out and Keisha stepped in, it was pretty seamless because all the information, everything was already done and already there. So I was sad to have missed most of it. I did catch some of it on live, but I get to go back and watch it all like I've never seen any of it now, which I'm kind of excited about. I've never done that. I've always been on the other side of it too. But thank you guys for that. And sorry I missed it to everybody out there who's watching, but I will be there for the next one in the spring.
Yes.
We'll do it again.
If you want a good laugh, Melody, today, because I know you've had a hard week, but if you want a good laugh on Wednesday, for the first day of the live stream, I had recorded a commercial to play about the two kits, and I had recorded it like the week or so before, and when I went to edit the video, I said the word stunning
87 times.
Like, it was the only adjective in my mind, and I don't ever really use that word, but I said it so many times. So we played a game. I just called it out because I didn't have time to film a new one, and I couldn't edit out the word stunning that many times. It would have not made sense. And so, or I couldn't have voice over it well enough. I should have. That would have been funny. But what I did is I said, before I play this video, I'm just going to let you know I said this word a lot. And so for a spin to win, I had them count how many times I said stunning. And that was the number they had to put in the chat for a spin to win. And it was a lot.
That's
embarrassingly a lot. So it was, I was embarrassed by it, but the best thing to do in those moments is just to laugh at yourself. And I always laugh at myself. So
I mean, I feel like you have to blame Riley Blake for that, because if the fabric wasn't stunning, then you wouldn't have said that. Like, it's not your fault.
I mean, what else do you like? I don't have another word that describes it so well. I just love this fabric so much. Anyways, so you need a good laugh today. At the end of day one, there was the comedy that was that video.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I really was sad I wasn't able to catch it all live. There a lot of work went into it. We were really excited about it, and I was super bummed. Ask Keisha. I was so bummed that I wasn't able to.
I know.
I was trying to figure out if I could have gone live from where I was, and I don't think that would have worked out very well. So
we just told her, nope, me and Bethany, we got it. We'll figure it out. We'll make
her as like, this is, you focus on what you need to deal with. Family always comes first, and your work family has always got your back. And we're a small team, but we all step in and help out. And so I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad
appreciate it
on your end, and you're back home and everybody's well and doing better. So
we're back home, and we're doing a lot better, and things are on the upswing now. So we're gonna be okay.
Are you gonna be on the live with us tomorrow with laser cut quilts?
I am planning on it.
Okay.
That's sort of my MO right now. I am planning on it.
Day by day.
As everything stays the way it has been the last couple of days, then yes, I will be there for that as well. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know we just got to get him well enough before Houston.
That's the big thing. When we go to Houston to market and festival, the hubby's got to be well enough to take care of himself after last week. And he's doing really well. He's fighting to be better. And so
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Cry. I'll make I'll make Nathan come take care of him or something.
You know what? He would in a heartbeat. You know he would.
Would be. Anybody would. I know that's the best thing about our team. Anybody would, but he's doing better. So anyway,
he's in good hands.
He's in good hands, and he's a fighter.
Yeah, he is a fighter.
Know about him.
He is stubborn. He is a fighter, and he's scared me to death, but he's doing better. So
and now we get to take care of you. So well, you take care of him, and we're happy to do it. So anyway,
I will say, like, going to Houston is probably going to be really, really, really great for a lot of reasons. So I can
you need a break.
But I have beautiful, awesome adult children who have all stepped up as well. So they've all been here rotating around the clock, helping out both of us. So we're doing good. But yes, so my plan is to be there tomorrow, unless something crazy happens. My plan is to be there tomorrow.
Okay, good. Well, we hope to see your face tomorrow. We hope to see all of you tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll talk all about laser cut quilt kits. And Keisha, thank you for jumping in and joining this morning.
Of course.
Too. I know they want to see more of you.
I would love to be a part of more of these lives. I had a blast last week. I thought it was so much fun.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, we're going to hop off, but we'll see you tomorrow. Go shop those bundles before they're gone.
Yeah. Don't forget.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.